Hi, everybody. Today is Thursday, March 19th. We are toward the tail end of our class cancellation week, and then next week we have our new spring break. Nevertheless, I want to share with you our updated Canvas page and just go over a few important items so that you can help yourself be organized. Please know that I continue to hold office hours. I confess that I'm not sure if I'll hold office hours next week during our spring break week, but I might. I'll let you know if I do. But I'm available today, for example, starting at 2:30 from 2:30 to 6:30. Okay, so the important stuff is this. Make sure that you read the relevant announcements if you haven't done so already. They get pushed out to you via email, but they're also posted on the announcements page. So there may be some items here that you don't know and that may be of use to you. Some are already outdated. In addition, please note that I've removed the Tuesday afternoon office hours, but the Tuesday, Thursday, and Thursday remain. And then as we scroll down, you'll notice that the original schedule remains until we get to this week, where we have our class cancellation. So um, last week, we were working in chapters 3 and 4, and you were working a reading quiz. The previous week, you were working in chapter 4 and you engaged in a discussion forum activity as well as completed reading quiz 4. Now, if any of those three items, reading quiz 4, discussion 2, or reading quiz 5, were not completed, don't worry about the reading quizzes. I'll tell you more about the way that I've reorganized reading quizzes in just a moment. But if you need to get back into a discussion forum because you were unable to complete it, let me know and I will reopen it for you. All right, so let's go back to this week. So we're not working on anything. Next week, we've got spring break, and then we resume our work together on the 30th of March. Now, we're moving on to new material, but we're also going to work our pre-exam, which is available if you want to work on it now. You can complete the second exam too if you want. Um, and in fact, it should be the case that you will see not only that assessments are open um, now, but also that yes, there is a due date, right? So, for example, this assessment is due April 5th, but if you're really running into trouble with getting work done, you'll be able to access it until the very last day of exams, which is June 8th. I do not recommend that you do that. But I also understand that things are kind of precarious right now in terms of everyone's schedules. And so, you may fall behind a little bit. Okay, so let's talk a bit about due dates and deadlines. With the sole exception of your discussion forums, like I said just a moment ago, you can complete assessments after the due date. I do recommend that you stick with the schedule as it's listed here. And just a quick note, I realized that I had not included in the original revised schedule the pre-exams, and I fixed that up. And so the pre-exams are listed in the schedule you're looking at now, and I'll also, push that out to you. Um, in any event, the idea is that you stay as much as you are able with the schedule as it's laid out. So these due dates are important so that you can kind of keep up with the progression of the material. And you know that the work we're doing builds on previous work, and so if you get behind, it's hard to backfill. Um, And then in addition, it's just a matter of, having too much work to do if you end up sort of putting things off. That said, if you fall a little bit behind, and maybe you want to chat about how to catch up, we can certainly do that. But just know that if you fall a little bit behind, assessments will be open with the aforementioned as exception, which is the discussion forum. So, please don't compromise your classmates by not posting, because remember, in order to complete a discussion forum assignment, you need not just your own original post, but also a peer response. So, your reading quizzes, your pre-exams, and your exams have wiggle room in terms of the deadline. Your discussion forum posts have a narrower window that is a less wiggle room between the deadline and the actual close of the assessment. Okay. But it should be the case that everything else that you look at here in our schedule looks as it did originally. So, I tried to make sure that the fact that we are losing a week doesn't compromise us unduly. We should still have a lot of time at the end of the semester to practice. Um, Remember, this is a skill building course, so the more practice you do, the better. Also, don't wait to learn how to use a given program. Um, uh, don't wait until an actual assessment is due for you to start learning how to use a given program. You want to be able to work this stuff and ask me questions as they come up. Okay. But so I hope that as I'm scrolling through all this stuff, you look and you say, oh, yeah, all this looks familiar. Actually, as I'm scrolling through, I realize that I thought I had fixed the retest due date for exam two, but I didn't. But notice that um, all the retests are due on June 8th, and then the fourth exam is due on May 31st, but that again is open through June 8th. Okay, so if you have any questions, problems, confusions, let me know. Remember, I'm around throughout the this week and next. Even if I don't hold office hours during spring break, I'm still going to check email. And I'm happy to schedule a video conference with you if you want to chat. Okay? Please take care.